Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's some comic reviews for you. Sorry I've been a little bit late with getting them done, but I've been watching this Korean drama called City Hunter, and it's been so good that I've just been doing marathon watchings. But anyways, if you like revenge stories with I guess you can say there's a romance comedy part to it, look on Hulu for City Hunter, and it's like I said, it's really good. Anyways, let's get on with the reviews. First up, I have Voodoo number 3. Now, this was a pivotal issue for me because I wasn't quite sure if I was going to continue this or not. And as it stands, it didn't quite help me out. They did give me a little bit more about what's going on. It looks like there's definitely an alien invasion that's in the works. Voodoo is not alone, and the Green Lantern Kyle comes in and interferes, which is basically, this is their blatant attempt to boost sales. If you've noticed, there's been certain issues, maybe around issue number 3 or 4, or there's 3 to 6, I'll say. There's guest stars, and usually when there's a guest star, there's usually a bigger name involved. And so I think this is definitely their attempt to try to boost sales for Voodoo and maybe get more readers for it. Overall, like I said, I'm going to give it maybe one more issue, and then that's going to be it. I mean, the story's okay, the writing's just okay. It's nothing spectacular, and which is kind of a shame because I was really hoping that Voodoo was going to turn out to be a better title. But who knows, there might be a really good story deep down in here, I just haven't gotten to it yet. Okay, next up is Wolverine. And the reason why I'm bringing in Wolverine, and I'm going to bring in the Avenging Spider-Man also, is because there's a lot of, I've noticed there's some humor that's, underlying humor that's going along here. And you also see it in Wolverine and the X-Men. Like, for an example, in this one, we have Wolverine, fighting the dragons, and basically what happens is you have this city that's pretty much, once Wolverine left, they didn't have the alcohol consumption that they needed to have to continue doing business at this bar. But the second Wolverine appears, it's the bar's open for business, everything's good to go, Wolverine's got cash, and there's going to be some serious drinking. So, like, along the way from here, and then there's some flashback about how they got to that point. They have humor spread out here and there, like the ape making fun of the kung fu, and like the part here where she's all pissed off because she keeps getting interrupted, but yeah, there's a dragon that's there. While it's not bust gut laughing nonstop, I think that there's just little touches here and there that just provide just a little chuckle here and there, and I'm really appreciative that they're doing something like that. Because it breaks up the grittiness, and it makes reading the comics a little bit more fun. And the same thing could be said about Avenging Spider-Man. The fact how J. Jonah Jameson, because he stood up to the leader, they think that he's they're going to throw him in gladiatorial combat. So, like you see the way, let me see if I can get the picture for you. They're putting him up in gladiator armor. And, while it's not necessarily like you're just going to bust the gut laughing, but still it's kind of a funny concept where you see J. Jonah Jameson still spewing his BS, and they're outfitting him for war type thing. And, obviously J. Jonah Jameson, this issue is just for comedy. And it's working for me, at least. I mean, I think the story is entertaining. I think the art is really good. And J. Jonah Jameson actually piecing everything together for me to make it interesting, make me want to read the next issue, because like I said, it's fun. While this should be a gritty, bloody especially when you see Wolverine slashing this guy's arm off, it's the fact that there's some humor thrown out throughout the pages, it kind of lightens things up a little bit, and it's a lot more fun. So I'm really enjoying Avenging Spider-Man. Wolverine I'm enjoying, but it's not as much, but I'm definitely going to keep getting this. As long as Aaron's writing this thing, I'm definitely going to keep getting it. Now let's get on to the villains of the Marvel Universe. Thunderbolts number 166. fantastic issue. This I should have gotten last week, but I forgot to pick it up. And I'm kicking myself for missing it. I don't know how I missed this, because this is a gem of a title, a gem of an issue. Basically, if you remember, you had some Thunderbolts who were lost through time. You know, they met with the invaders, and now they go to Victorian England. We know it's Scotland Yard, and guess what? It's the time of Jack the Ripper. Guess who's Jack the Ripper? It's Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde is decapitating prostitutes, and Satana is helping him. And so basically, what the rest of the Thunderbolts have to do is they have to stop him, because, you know, technically Hyde could disrupt the time stream. You know, they don't know for sure what type of consequences it's going to have. And so basically what they do is they side with local law enforcement, because what's happening is Satana is casting spells that prevent the rest of the Thunderbolts from finding Hyde and Satana. So what they need is unaffected minds to help them find out where Hyde is. And it's like, even when you have the barbarian girl, when they first meet, it's like the way she's dressed and the way she's acting, it's kind of funny. And she's like growling. It's like, here's this proper English woman growling with an umbrella, which is her battle axe. But while you have that going on, you have Hyde, gutting prostitutes. So it's like this weird mix of lightheartedness, or an attempt at lightheartedness, and brutality. So this is a win-win-win for me. Now, Villains for Hire. Basically, what's going on with this is you have the Purple Man, and he's all upset because Misty Knight stole his concept of, Villains for Hire type thing, and she turned it to Heroes for Hire. So what he does is he gets together a team of supervillains, and he tries to do a heist. Well, sorry for the Purple Man, but somebody's paying other trained, villains to do a better job, and they basically put a stop to him on the first issue, or his first attempt. And they kind of make Purple Man's team look pretty sad. And I don't think this is a big surprise, but basically, here's a little spoiler. What it is, it's Misty Knight. She's also getting a team of supervillains together, and then she's paying her team better, and she's hiring a better quality villain to stop them. So basically what you're going to have is probably a war between the two groups, which this is actually, I didn't think, when I first saw just this cover, I was like, I don't know if this is going to be any good, but then after I read that one preview thing, I really enjoyed it. And this first issue actually was enjoyable. It's not what I would consider something that's it's not a fantastic, stellar read, but it's one of those line areas of where I'm just enjoying it for what it is. I don't want anything that's that's going to make my head explode because of convoluted plots or anything like that. Villain versus villain, and they're for hire, and they fight. That's all I want, and that's what this is basically giving me. So, anyways, here's a review of these books. I can say for sure there's a bunch of winners, and this one, which is a disappointment. But anyways, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down. Let me know what you think. I might be able to get a couple more reviews for tomorrow, and then New Comic Day on Wednesday. So until next time.